Hello and good evening to all. I am Alia as your moderator today. Today, we will be talking about positive and negative effects of social media. Nowadays, social media is one of the popular topics that always discussed in our society. As we know, there are a lot of positive and negative effects of the social media. Before we go further, let me introduce to all of you our panelists, Miss Afini, the social analyst. Then our second panel today is Mr. Fakhruddin, which is representative as psychologist. And our third panel is Miss Maisarah. She is a teacher from SMK Seri Gemilang. Without wasting our time, my first question to our first panel, Miss Afidi. Can you give opinion regarding social media, whether it's positive or negative?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Alia, as our moderator for today. As a social media analyst, according to Go Globe, social media penetration in Malaysia is 53%, and it is sixth highest in the Asia-Pacific region. Furthermore, it says that youth aged between 13 to 34 make up a huge percentage of 80.3% media users in Malaysia, and that is a lot of number. Unfortunately, the bad effects of social media are all too real for a lot of us. The first negative effects that I would like to highlight is the fear of missing out, which is called FOMO. Fear of missing out is a phenomenon that was born around the same time as the rise of social media. Unsurprisingly, it's one of the most widespread negative effects of social media in our society. FOMO is just what it sounds like, a form of anxiety that you get when you're scared of missing out a positive experience that someone else is having. For example, you might constantly check your messages to see if anyone has invited you, or focus on your Instagram feed all day to make sure that nobody is doing something cool without you. It does happen to us now, right? And it's worrying, seriously. Besides, this FOMO attitude will also lead to cyberbullying. How? We constantly check on our celebrity favorite gossips about someone's divorce and something that we still unsure about, but it's viral. Somehow, all of us become a keyboard warrior to express our anger, unsatisfaction, even if it's not necessary. So for now, that's all for me.
Thanks for the explanation, Miss Afini. Okay, my next question is to Mr. Fakhruddin. As a psychologist, what is your opinion? Can you explain?
Thank you, Ms. Alia. For me, social media is a place where people could express what they feel, what they think, and also their opinions, whereby people could not just simply do that without the use of social media. People would say that it's not normal to just speak out whatever you want to say in real life. With the help of social media, it makes it seems more normal to express your creativity. For example, content creators from the platform called TikTok are more open to share and give awareness to the public about their disabilities or mental health problems, such as the commonly known Tourette syndrome, the bipolar disorder, and many more. It shows that people had gained confidence towards themselves by sharing these topics to others. As a psychologist myself, I support the use of social media as it encourages people to be more open and it's build up people's confidence.
Thank you for your partnership, Mr. Fakhruddin. That is very useful opinion. Okay, next, to make our forum more interesting, Miss Maisarah, as a teacher, what do you think about using social media while teaching your students? Can you share with us about your opinion?
Okay, thank you, Miss Alia. So me as a teacher for the 21st century generation also need to prepare myself and nurture them to face the difficult way. And whether we like it or not, technology is here to stay. So let's leverage it to enhance learning. From what I have witnessed in the classroom, the existence of social media often increase the students' motivation to learn because they will something they see in the internet. No educator will argue with you that students are more engaged in their learning process when they have fun. So, the learning process will be more interactive, thus improving students' communication skills. Motivation is increased when students are working in a team, and by having technology and social media, allow students to work together with other students as well as the teachers. For example, by using an online social media, such as YouTube in the classroom, I can expose more about the subject that we learn, clearer than just using chalk and talk method. Therefore, my students and I can collaborate and having a cooperative learning activity. They also can learn faster and understand more because they can see with their eyes and hear with their ears in the learning process than just learn according to the theory only.
That sounds great. Thank you for the explanation, Ms. Maisara. All right. During COVID-19, what is the thing that we can relate to social media? Is there any positive or negative effects from our panel's point of view towards society? What is your opinion, Mr. Fakhruddin?
Okay, from my point of view, social media is able to give a positive impact towards the youth. According to Aristotle, human beings are social animals and therefore naturally seek companionship of others as part of their well-being. In this case, during the COVID-19 pandemic, we are advised to not do any activities that involve human interactions. People are told to stay at their homes for some period of time. This lockdown has affected the well-beings of humans, as according to Aristotle, that humans are social animals. During this COVID-19 pandemic, it has shown an increased rate of mental health issues. Some have removed themselves from this issue by looking at social media throughout their daily life. It shows that social media helps people to socialize without breaking the rules of this pandemic. Applications such as WhatsApp, Instagram, and Twitter had shown increasing rate of usage as people seek the social need that they really want. Definitely, problems like addiction to social media will arise. But looking at the positive side, social media have its way of connecting people without having the risk of infection by the COVID-19 virus. Therefore, that is the positive effect of social media that I could conclude.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fakhruddin, for the great opinion. All right, regarding to Mr. Fakhruddin's opinion just now, do you have anything against that, Ms. Afini?
Yes. Regarding Mr. Fakhruddin's point, I have something to say from my point of view. During this pandemic, to be honest, we all not gonna lie, social media has become part of our life now. Scrolling Twitter timeline, scrolling our Instagram feed has already become our morning routine. The negative effects that I would like to highlight, which is related to our COVID-19 situation right now, is isolation. A study at the University of Pennsylvania found that high usage of Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram increases rather decreases feelings of loneliness. Conversely, the study found that reducing social media can actually make you feel less lonely and isolated and improve your overall well-being. Why? Because human beings need face-to-face contact to be mentally healthy. Nothing reduces stress and boosts your mood faster, more effectively than eye-to-eye contact with someone who cares about you. Hang out with your friends, tea time with your family, that's all help to reduce loneliness actually and not social media. The more you prioritize social media interaction over in-person relationships, the more you are at risk developing or exacerbating mood disorders such as anxiety and depression. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Hafini. Now, let's move to the last question. Is there any argument or any other opinion from Miss Maisara?
Okay, so according to what has Miss Afini said, we all know that every good thing there must be a bad thing on it. So as a teacher, I can see that there are several students who insist to do copy and paste method, especially when the chapters are too difficult and hard to understand. The student will choose the easiest way, which is copy and paste. Using this way, students are not thinking to solve problems, and therefore they do not have a better quality of thinking aligned with the 21st century learning. They will refer to certain websites that claim to help students in their terms paper and quiz and easily copying all the information given on that website. In fact, there are numerous cases of students downloading information from the net and turning them for the grade. Fortunately, we can minimize this problem by requiring students to cite research sources. There is an online service called plagiarism.org, which can assist us in minimizing cases of plagiarism in the class. This service claims to prevent plagiarism by determining if a term paper has been copied from the internet or not. So that's all from me.
All right, thank you, Miss Maisara. Actually, there are a lot of questions and answers that I want to share with audience since time is running. I will conclude our forum that we should use social media as best we can because there is a lot of positive effects if we use it wisely. And it also has a lot of negative effects if we use it the wrong way. So think wisely. Thank you.